Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Knocking stuff around. Hope everybody's having a good day. Let me get myself logged in here. Let's take these off. Where am I going to stick them? Right there. Don't fall. Last time I looked, it was, I think, 30, what do I want to say, 38. So I'm not sure if it's went up, but my guess is it probably has a little bit, but it sure is windy out. Hey, Tina. Okay, so I'm going to do just a little variations of some gnome trees. Now, I've seen them all done several different ways. I got this hat, and I got another one back here behind me. I got from the Dollar Tree, but for the tree, it needs to be made a little bit smaller to fit it. So I already glued the one ahead of time, just to save a little time, but I'm going to glue this one so we can get going. And I'm going to glue this one. Actually, I should have glued that a little bit more, but we're going with it. Ow, ow, ow. Just don't stick your finger in the hot glue. All right, something's going on with my phone again. All right, now I see ya. It's 41 there. I'm sure it went up here too, but the last I looked at it was like 38, so I'm sure it went up a little more. But you want the tree, I got them at DT, pulled them out of the box on the green one and spread it out, but you want the hat to come over here. So if I don't shrink this, it's going to fall down some more, so that's why I'm closing this up. If you can find some on like Amazon that are smaller, you go for it. Hey Vicky, how are you? So can you go live now? I know your time is supposed to, I think, up, but I know sometimes they still don't let you go live right away. And then I'm folding this up because I don't want it to be as big and long for my little gnomie. So I was just curious if you've tried to get on. Hi, Shyla. Hi, Peggy. How are you all? So we're doing my little version of a Christmas gnome tree. It's a Christmas gnome made with Dollar Tree, the little trees. And like I said, I've seen them done several ways. Ouch, that's hot. Keep sticking myself with the glue. Hi, Shelly. Thank you. How are you? And then just pull your hat back out. And don't stick yourself with the glue like I keep wanting to do. For some reason, this went right through this one. I don't know why, but it did. Okay. So this one I already pre-glued so it'll fit over the top here, but I didn't want the Rudolph and that on there, so we're going to go one step further. I'm going to take this, it's wired ribbon, but as you can see, it looks like, like lamb's wool. So I'm going to put that around here so I don't have Mr. Rudolph and that on here. We're going to glue that on. And I'm going to cut it as I go where I need to cut it. I'm glad you're doing well. How's the weather by everybody? I have not looked, like I was saying just a few minutes ago, to see what the temperature changed to. It was, Tina says out by her it's like 41. So I'm sure we're at least a little bit warmer, because we usually are. But I think this is going to look better than our little Rudolph. And I couldn't remember. I thought I got this at Hobbs. No, I didn't. I think I got this at Wally World. So all I'm doing is just taking the hot glue, gluing this on and over it. And then when I get to the end, we'll fix that. I'm at 42. Okay. I knew it had to have gone up. I just didn't know how much it had gone up yet. Now, I have seen these done, not the hats, but the little gnomes, several different ways. So you can do your own little spin on them. So I just pulled, and I'll do it on the white one so you can see what I did from each step. With the green one, I pulled it out, and we're going to do a white one. I just pulled it out of the box. You don't need the stand. You don't need the box unless you want to save it for something, or the stand. You do want to take this part off, and it just screws off. It's 44 in Upper Illinois. Did you all get any snow, Shyla? I'm not ready for all this winter stuff. And then I just started pulling out the branches and fluffing them out because they're all kind of smushed down. And like I was saying, there is several ways of doing these. I'm just using one tree a piece, but you can stack them and use more than one tree. Kind of layer them on each other, so to speak. But I'm just going to use the one. You can also, if you want, now this piece is too long, so I just take it and kind of tuck it up and under there. So that's what I did. And the white one seems to be shedding a lot more than the green one did. And then you just take your little tree and put your little hat on. You can put it on as far as you want or as little as you want. My branch got stuck. And I'm going to leave them kind of like that. So then I'm going to glue him on. You got a couple of inches. Hi, Mickey. How are you? Are you still in the process of moving stuff? I'm holding it down because I want to make sure it sticks. I like that. I might have to go back to Walmart and get some more. It's really nice. It's the holiday time and it says it's 21 foot. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue it back here also. I have found that Dollar Tree used to have a lot of, and maybe they just haven't brought them out yet, the different kind of Santa hats. I know they got one for an elf there. I saw that, but they didn't have a lot of Santa hats there. Now, also on this, if you want to add more of your greenery, if you don't want to stack another tree to try to make it even fuller, you can get like the little pine tree. I call them like branches, but they're not a whole branch. They're just like the little pine tree strips, and you can add them in here to make them even fuller if you wanted to. They are all loaded, taking, nap, and having in about an hour. They have to, oh my goodness. Well, hope they have safe travels and good luck to them. I am going to paint both noses, and I'm using warm beige first. So we can put nose on and we can decorate the hat up a little bit. And tilt this just a little bit so I can get back here on both of them. So I don't miss a spot. Of course, I could have just spun it around. But I did, I mean, you can also, instead of using these little half wooden pieces, if you have the solid, go ahead and use it. If you have an ornament, a little ornament, go ahead and use it. Yeah, after I read it, I knew you were saying leaving. That's why I said there's all different kinds of ways that you can do these. I've seen several ways. And I've seen another way of doing a gnome using these trees that I may do at another time. So I'm going to let that dry. Did I plug this in? I don't think I did. Let me hurry up and plug this in. Get these dry, because then we're going to add a little bit of pink to it to give him a little bit of a pinkish on his nose. And this I'm using Blush Pink by Deco Art. I'm gonna miss some of that if I can't find my little colors from Deco Art. Just gonna make kind of like his top part of his nose a little bit more pinkish. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. And I didn't use a lot. I just kind of offloaded it on my paper towel. But I didn't want his nose just to be all one color, especially if he's going to be like out, you know, hanging on your door or whatever.
Hello.
Hey, Ken. Ken said hello, everybody. Go to Deco Art webpage. Yeah, but it was so much nicer to be able to go into hobbies and get it. But, you know, such is life. Things change.
I'm going to put the phone up here. I'm going to go watch you from the living room. Is this a bit unplugged?
No. Nope, nope, nope. Taking a little bit of white. Just drug it across his nose a little bit. And you can do it on whatever way you want to, however you want to. Sometimes it's doing a little dot. I'm not happy about the weather change. Everybody said, hey, Ken, I think he's going to go on his phone so he can talk to y'all too. I thought he was going to come back here and actually say hi to y'all in front of the camera, but I guess he changed his mind. So these are just cute little things, and like I said, you can double up the tree if you want to. You can get some more, they're like pine strips. I know you can get them off of Amazon. You might even be able to find them in Walmart and Hobbies. I don't know for sure. Let's get a nose on here. And you can fill it out more, which I think I might do, but we're not going to, I don't have any with me right now, so we're not going to do it today. But I like to use 2 different kinds of glues. That way I can make sure while the one sticks readily, the other one will be reinforcement. I know it is so cold. My daughter, her little kitten got out the other day, so we have been going over there helping her look for the little kitten. Haven't been able to find it yet, but in the process I think I've caught some kind of sinuses going on. But I said it's so cold out, you know, they put boxes and everything out for the kitten. So I did make me up a little bow, and I think I'm going to put it right up in here. Now, I don't usually put extra glue on here because the hot glue seems to hold so much better on material. Except I do need to get the spidery webs off. Hi, Joanne. How are you? I'm not ready for the cold. And then I was thinking about putting this little star on here and maybe adding a little bit of greenery up on the top on this one. I think he could be a little fuller, and that's where I'll probably wind up getting, when I get the strips, we can bring them back out, and I'll show you what, you just go in there, weave them in, and like tie them on there. But I did not get the strips yet. So I figured I'd still go ahead and do this because this is what I was planning on. And then we can always come back and tweak it some more. I think they should be here either tomorrow now or at very least by Friday. I'm glad you're doing good. Let me tell you, adding that little star on there, even with the hot glue, it gets hot. You can take some of your, and I thought I had some back here, some flax and spray it up too if you wanted to have the snowy look. But we're going to put him up here for the moment. And we'll mess with our white one. Now we can add, and it's up to you, you all can tell me if you think I need to. We can add some white trim around this one also, or we can leave it that little bit. I kind of like the extra white around there. What do you all think? I think you do. Yep, I'm going to give him a weave. I didn't even think about that, but it would be like a weave. I think adding this makes it. Don't you all? Yeah, 'cause the only thing I couldn't find, because I was looking even like I thought, wonder if they had white, you know, where you're just getting like this piece. I said, I wonder if they have any white. I cannot find white ones, but I could find the green, just the green, can't talk today, y'all, pieces like this. So, you know, worst case scenario, if I want to add more to the white one, just snow them up. Yeah, I like this. I really like this. Y'all, it's Wally World. After I said it earlier, I thought, no, it wasn't Hobbs, it was Wally World. And I could see it being so nice for even like your Christmas wreaths and that, some of them that you may do. Because it does have thin wire in it. All right. Had to fix my hat. Being difficult. So he said he was jumping on. I don't know if he did or did not, because I haven't seen him. Hi, Steph. How are you? I'm getting your Happy Mail box together. For those that don't know, I did get both hats from the DT. Yep. They did have a red one there, like this, with all the sequins on it, but I'm gonna fold that because I don't like that right there. And then we're gonna glue it. I did it again. Stuck my finger right in it. What's a little burn during crafting? I might have been able to make this hat a tad bit smaller, but we're going with it just the way it is. And I need another glue stick. And say, I knew I had them right here. Just glue them in here. And now my glue stick's falling out. And I press down and hold it to make sure that it'll stick very well. Hi, Anita. How are you, my sweet friend? we're just making some little gnomes out of the DT Christmas trees that come in these boxes, and you can do them a lot of different ways. You can get two and kind of like layer them. You can do just the one. There's different styles of gnomes that you can do with them, which I may approach another day with a different style that they have. You can also, like on my green one, I am going to get some extra pine-like branches. And like Mickey said, I'm going to do a weave on my green guy because I want to make them fuller. Can't find white ones, but that's okay. So he looks a little narrow to me, but it is what it is, what it is. He's still cute. If there's anybody on here that you all are not following, please follow. Because everybody can use people to follow them. It helps all our pages and all of us out. Thanks for throwing snowballs. And if y'all don't know Designs by Anita, you need to go and check out her page. She does some beautiful artwork. I do have another bowl pre-made. I'm going to leave him kind of like this, and I could not decide. I could put some little bells on here. I have some little rusty bells, and we can put more than just the two. We could do 3 and have the little rusty bells. Or I have like the pine cones and the berries. I'm kind of leaning towards the bells, but y'all can tell me what you think. I also have, where we can add on both of them, some little sparkly doodads minus the thread and the loose berries that just went flying there. Let's see. I have some silver we could add if we wanted to. I see, hi Cindy Lou. I didn't see Cindy, so hi Cindy. I have a sparkly pine cone we could put on here. Y'all tell me what we want to put on here. And I like the Christmas bow, so we're doing a little Christmas rag bow here. Thanks, Anita. So have we decided, do we want to put, you can also take some coloring, color this up, and like him, I might take him out, because I thought I had some sitting here, but I don't see any. You can spray him up with some phlox too, if you want to. You don't have to. I don't see it here. So we have these pine cones, which I also got at Wally World. We could put one, let me pull one off, 1 or 2. We could put up here, and we could add a berry or 2 in there, which now I'm kind of sort of liking that. Or we could take some of our little greenery here. So how cold is it up by you, Cindy? I'm ready to move down south. I don't like all this cold. They call us south, but we're really not south. South is more like Tennessee, Georgia. I don't constitute Kentucky as south. We're too close to where we're at. We're too close to the Ohio border. So we could do something like this. Take this off. as he goes falling down. We could do something like that. Or we can take that out and put our little rusty bells. And these, believe it or not, guys, I got a whole big box, and I'll show you, like that on there as they go rolling away. I got this whole big box with a multitude of different size bells in that from Amazon. I got the big ones, I got the big balls, I got the medium balls, I got the small balls. I even have, and then I got some rusty stars, so no thank you. I don't want the cold weather. So now I think I'm going to stick with the little bells, I mean. Got into the ball thing, sorry. I like the bells. So y'all need to be on Ken and ask him when he's going to come on and do something. But go to Dollar Tree and go there soon, because these little trees, they get bought up fast. If you want to make yourself a gnome, like I said, you can get 2 of them. You can kind of layer them on here to make it even fuller. You can, which I may go get me another white one and make this one fuller, because I can't find the little branches like you can for the green ones. So you can, like Mickey said, give them a weave, because we will be giving him a weave, because I think he needs to be a little fuller. But the white one, I can't find just the white little branches to make him a little bit fuller. This is what we have so far with him. And now what you can do is right on the back here, you can either do your 3M and do like a little sticker thing on the back so you can hang them up, and you can flop the hat one way or the other so you get your little ball hanging off to the side. This guy's gonna get a weave. He needs a weave. I don't like the way he looks more fuller here and not as much here. So we're going to add some more on here. And they were supposed to be here. They're not here. And I thought, well, I'm still going to go ahead and do it anyway. And then we'll just weave them in on another live so y'all can see what I'm doing and make him fuller. But at least you guys got an idea. And then you can go out and you can show me what you create. There's also another style, the way to make a nice little gnomey. I think we're going to add a little bit of our silver to this little guy, because I think he needs a little something more besides a weave. Because he does need a weave. He's a little too thin in the beard. Just saying. I missed somebody. Hi, Missy. How are you? Thank you guys for saying hi to everybody. Has anybody else been having problems? I'll get onto people's lives, and for some reason, I can comment, but their comments on my end are not scrolling. I have to keep jumping in and out to see what everybody's saying. Has anybody else been having that issue here lately? I was asking Tina that a little bit ago, because I was like, if it ain't one thing, it's another with Facebook. Need one little more. Hi, Donna. How are you? So I can't wait for the rest of my greenery to come in and do a weave on my little gnome. Because y'all know what I'm talking about, right? They're like just this piece. The little long, they're about like this, and you can cut them in half, and you can just kind of weave them in here, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to weave them in here because I think he needs to be a little fuller. He looks like he was cut a little cockeyed. Like this side seems a little longer than this side, so I want to fill him in a little more. Even if I try to, he still looks a little. I wish I knew where, maybe I put it out there. I think I'm going to take a little bit of phlox and put some snow on him once I get done. But if you want to make him a little dirtied up, just get yourself a little bit of your Tim Holtz, and wherever there it is. I say it fell. Got a little one. Yeah, I've been trying to watch some people like today and that, and it's like I can't watch their comments because I have to keep going in and out, and it's like, okay, this is getting frustrating. But see, if I want to dirty them up a little bit, just take your Tim and brush it on here. If anybody knows where you can get some of the white strips, let me know, because I looked and I could not find any. Because I would give him also a little weave. But so he's not as bright, we're going to kind of grunge him up a little bit. But also, if you could try to use another tree and layer it to try to make him look a little fuller also. But I think they're cute. He's probably going to be a skinny little Santa. He's a little orphan. The other one, we will give a weave. I'm going to dirty up his little hat a little bit. Can't forget his ball, because this can't be grunged up and not this. But yeah, like Mickey said, this is like a Kentucky hat. So, if you have some Kentucky stuff, you could make it up the match Kentucky. Get like a little cat paw or something, wild cat paw. But I think they're cute. There's a couple other ideas for these trees too. So if y'all want to go on and search the web for Dollar Tree and the little Christmas trees, and I'll have him like this. And then if you want to hang him up, you can put him, like I would use like a little 3M thing on the back here so you can hang them. Because truthfully, I think if you do, well, I guess you could do a little one of these on the back too. Just kind of put it on here and then hang them up. Let's try it. Why not? That's what we're here for, right? Hi, Rebecca. How are you, my friend? Are you all staying warm? Just going to glue some right back here. Everything that I have used, I got from the Dollar Tree, except for the bow. The bows are from Jubilee Fabrics. I got those from there, and then just tore them up to make the bows. These little picks in that I found at Hobbs, and I find them also at Dollar Tree, believe it or not. But they're usually like, they're there, then they're gone. The little noses, I think I got those at Wally World. I already told you I got the bells off of Amazon. Both hats came from Dollar Tree. But these trees, they come in at Dollar Tree. They come in these boxes, and they are your 11-inch by 8-inch tree. And you don't need to stand, and they have that little knob on the end. You can just screw it off for those that weren't on when we did it. So see, you can just hang them if you want to. You just put a little thing on the back and then hang them. I'm good. Hubby has kept the fireplace going all day. What's the temperature by you, Rebecca? I think we're up to 41 now, but it gets real cold at night, and it gets real cold in the morning. Yesterday, it was freezing. We had snow, but to me, coming from Ohio, it was like nothing, even though I've lived here like 40 years in Kentucky. It was like nothing. I'm used to it being knee-high to your butt crack. Well, I'm glad you came back on your page. Like, if there's anybody on here that is not following each other, please follow each other. And like I was saying earlier, I don't know if everybody is following Anita, but go ahead and follow Designs by Anita. She does some awesome artwork. So if you're ever in the realm for like awesome artwork, might be able to hit her up and see if she'll do something creative for you. But this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get the rest of these. They were supposed to be here. They're not. So when they come in, I will show you how I'm going to fill him out a little more with our extra branches. And I think they might be a tad bit different. So I might be able to put one right across here and give him a better mustache. But I think they're cute. But this is the projects for today, y'all. Thank you all for hopping on and joining me. Thank you all for throwing the snowman. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Everybody needs a follow, so anybody who's not following, please follow everybody. Vicky, I think you are going to be able to come on soon, correct? Yeah, she does some fantastic drawing. Something I wish I had the talent for. That I cannot do. Anyway, Vicky, do you know when you'll be coming on? So we all can give you a follow, and do you know yet what time you'll be coming on? Make sure I turn this off. Put that over so it'll drip into my pot. Thanks. All right, I saw something about congratulations to Melissa. What did I miss? Yes, I've seen that happen. That does happen. Oh, congratulations, Melissa, on 500. Yes, it does happen sometimes where, people are following, and then all of a sudden you don't see them anymore, or you don't get alerts for them. Go back in, because sometimes they take you and unfollow you for some reason. Oh, no, Stephanie, no. No rain and freaking snow. I love to look at the snow, but I don't like it anymore. It's too cold. You're welcome. Anyway, thank you all for being on here. I guess, I don't know if Vicky don't know yet. So keep us posted, Vicky, so we all can come and watch you and give you support. In the meantime, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being here. I think I have a cute little project for tomorrow. This one I like. I think it's cute, but I think they need to be fuller. So we're going to work on that. We're definitely going to give a weave to the green guy. If anybody ever finds any of these branches by themselves, let me know, because I will get some. I could not find any, and I searched on Amazon. But have a good one, everybody. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Here's some hearts for you. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye, all. See you tomorrow. Get my glasses before I forget where I put them. I've done that before. Just ask Tina. I'd say, did you see where I put those? Ew, now I got the one hat, the blue hat. The little sequins fell off. Some of them. They were all over my britches. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye.